Crawford has to fight Jaron Boots Ennis next or retire. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Terence Crawford recently had his latest fight with Israel Madriv. And prior to that fight, he had a crossing of paths with Jaron Boots Ennis, which stirred up a whole new conversation once Crawford finally got the W versus Madriv, deserved or not. But everyone's saying that Jaron Boots Ennis should be next up. I just want to break down, give my 5,000 nickels on whether this is big facts or a whole lot of fiction for anybody or live.
They trying to stir something up because it ain't. I don't know. You don't expect nothing to happen with them two. Crawford knew it was over there because he looked twice. I mean, Boots seen him coming. I think that'll be a great fight. I want that fight, but from what I'm hearing, it might not happen. But
all right, so Terence Crawford, Jaron Boots Ennis next fight. What's really going on?
Run like a big fool.
You're not crazy because that's your opinion.
So Boots and Crawford crossed paths at the, I believe, the weigh-in for the Madriv fight.
Two chicks at the same time, man.
And a lot of people felt like that was going to be, you know, a big blow-up when those two guys crossed paths. A lot of times when two rival fighters cross paths, you know, there's always some words. And, you know, Terence Crawford, he's one of those type of guys who voices his opinion when it comes to, you know, people saying that they could beat him.
And he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. You know, so let's not do that.
I think people were surprised when there was a, you know, like a mutual respect between those two guys. I wasn't really surprised because Boots is a very respectful guy till he gets in that boxing ring. You know, his pops is real respectful. His whole clique that he got around him, you know, there's very respectful, good people that Boots surrounds himself with. And I do believe Boots is a Muslim, so I think that all around he just carries himself different than a lot of fighters.
never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Now, when it comes to Terence Crawford and who he should fight next, or should it be retirement, I think a lot of people would throw a few names out there. You know, you got Charlo's name that's being tossed around a little bit.
Spy in the building.
You got the Fundora fight, which I don't think he's going to get because Fundora's already got a situation most likely going to happen with Errol Spence.
Against my will, I was screaming, no, stop.
And, you know, there's a few other names down there at 154 that he could possibly take on. But I think that Charlo fight is the biggest fight that Terence Crawford could make outside of a Boots Ennis fight.
I said to myself, no, I'm a dumb motherfucker. Okay, roger that.
The problem with that Charlo fight, I think, at 154 is Terence Crawford didn't look that hot at 154.
Oh!
When Jesus. And the thing about Charlo is he's been at 154 for a very long time. He moved up, tried to fight Canelo, didn't have a good showing, and realized he needed to stay where he was at. And the good thing for Charlo is, once again, he's been at 154 for a long time, and his body's adapted to 154.
Your ass about to break through the seat of your pants.
Where Terence Crawford didn't really look like he belonged at 154. Israel Madriv was able to do a lot of good things being across from Terence Crawford. And I think Charlo would be able to take advantage of that. You know, we saw Madriv sort of bullying Crawford in a way. Crawford really didn't want to stand in front of him when Madriv was able to hit him.
Give me someone that would try.
He was landing some hard shots on Crawford, and Crawford didn't look like he liked those shots. And, you know, Charlo's a big guy, you know, and his body, once again, is adapted on 154 pounds. And I think he would actually really be able to bully Terence Crawford. I think Madriv had some success trying to bully, but I think Charlo would actually be able to bully Terence Crawford because he's so adapted to the weight, and Crawford don't seem like he carries that weight very well.
They're stars and superstars.
So I would say that his best bet to me Because I think he might take a loss to Charlo. He might take a loss to Spence as well at 154, you know.
He got the big dog now.
We just don't know how Spence is going to look when he returns, so I really would rather Spence go ahead and fight Fundora and then try to get Crawford on the back end.
I'm sitting here thinking, who in the world would slow roast a dog's asshole?
But the Boots fight, once again, is always sitting right there at 147. Now, if he fights Boots and he takes the L, everybody's going to say, well, he was weight drained. Something I've been saying for a long time. He doesn't belong at that weight anymore.
If I ever tell you look like a struck match.
But since he refuses to relinquish those titles and let Boots be the man at 147, you know, that's a fight that has to take place. And if he doesn't fight Boots, he might as well go ahead and retire, because you're not getting the Canelo fight. The Charlo fight is a 75-25 fight.
Damn.
In favor of Charlo. So you might end up with a situation with some egg on your face if you don't fight Boots. Because I think a lot of people feel like the Boots fight is 50-50. I think it's more of a 60-40, you know, going in Boots' favor, because Terence Crawford is going to be playing that bounce around game, and when you start playing that bounce around game with weight, you could end up having some problems because your body is getting adapted to the new weight. Then you're trying to force it back down to a weight where you weren't really able to make the weight anymore anyway. So you might end up in an extreme situation like Errol Spence did in the Crawford fight.
I'm so depressed I can't even blink.
So I think it's a situation of either you fight Boots and you know, you give yourself 6-7 months to prepare for that fight and get your body right and readapt it to 147. You know, maybe they do it in May of 2025, you know, early part of 2025, and get that fight out of the way and see how things shake out with that fight. Because once again, if you go to 154 and take an L, after this whole Madrid situation is pretty much over. You know, you're not going to get a Canelo fight.
Little prick stonewalling me.
Canelo's not going to fight you if you took an L, because you're already, like, not popular when it comes to selling pay-per-views. And it would be Canelo's name selling the fight. And at that point, you know, you're not going to make much money off of that fight. Even if he did decide to take it, he's going to price you down so far that it's not even going to be worth taking the fight. So I think he's got two choices, really. It's Charlo or Boots. And to me, both of those fights would sell well, but I think he would have a better showing versus Boots than he would versus Charlo. I think he loses both fights.
What if I throw these up in your face, huh?
But I think Boots would be possibly winnable if he prepared correctly and took enough time to get prepared for that fight.
It's 8.1 billion people on the planet. 8.1 billion people on the planet. And guess what? You only need one yes.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
The right yes, and it can change your life forever. Stop worrying about what didn't go right in your life. Stop worrying about who's not in your life no more. Stop worrying about who life you're not in no more. Stop worrying about who cut you off, who you fell out with. You're worrying about the wrong thing.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
It's 8.1 billion people on the planet. Stop worrying about the people that's not in your lifeline more.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. The like button for me. Share, subscribe. I mean, all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, but you're more than likely to get a response on the tube. So holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product, or your channel, or my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are right here.
Don't try this at home.
I don't know shit about boxing.
It's Louis Keys off in this bitch, you know what's on. Big cheese in my pocket, that's provolone. Chip on my shoulder bone, and I'm going strong. Step back, all your nose is gone. No pills, still I'm rolling on. I'm doing about 100. How I kick it, you would think I pun it. And plus I'm way past blunted. You niggas is out of order. Got a bitch named Fergie finna meet me about a butter with a 20-watt order. But that's another story. It really ain't important. You really can't afford it. So I'ma dumb it down. Keep it on the surface, but I will holla at you if you wanna make a purchase. I got niggas selling movies, I got bitches selling purses, and chicks off in school studying to be nurses. I'm something that you rarely see, like a cranberry tree. Money, will you marry me? You can't knock a nigga. You can't knock a nigga. You can't knock a nigga. Cause I hustle, 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 cause I hustle for real. You can't knock a nigga. 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 Cause I hustle, 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 cause I hustle for real, for real. Nigga, listen here. One look at the Ninja Turtle bud and your eyelids disappear. Mixed breed out of your league. Take a puff, now you can't breathe. Roll up my sleeves, roll up my weed, roll up and leave. As quick as I came, I be getting it, man. Even if you're hot, bet I'm more warm. And money's on my mind like a unicorn horn. You a player, then you get your uniform torn. Dress your bitch up like a waitress, uniform porn. And nigga, you been forewarned. But here's another caution, motherfucker, I'm house. You can't knock a nigga, you can't knock a nigga, you can't knock a nigga, you can't knock a nigga. Cause I hustle, 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 cause I hustle for real.